Happy holidays and welcome in to the PPG Paints Arena as we get set for Game 3 of the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic presented by Edgar, Snyder and Associates, and it pits two big-time opponents in the Sewickley Academy Panthers and the Pine-Richland Rams coming up next right here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Hello again and welcome courtside to PPG Paints Arena alongside Damon McDermott. I'm Jack Ridenauer. Damon, you look at these two teams trending in completely opposite directions. Sewickley Academy, many see this team and many feel it could be one of the best in the entire state at 6-0 right now. Pine-Richland sitting at 2-4 and just trying to get itself going early this season.
Yeah, you would think 6A versus 2A, Pine-Richland gets to take a deep breath and say, oh man, we got a break on our schedule. No, they might be playing the best team in all classifications, like you just said. A team that was runner-up in states last year. They bring back almost every single starter, only lose 2 seniors, and now all the pressure is on them to maybe even go undefeated for this entire season.
You mentioned the undefeated record it could have, in Sewickley Academy off to that start right now at 6-0. But looking at Pine-Richland at 2-4, a bright sign for this Rams team starting to kind of find itself early this season. Snapped a 3-game losing streak recently with a win over Alderdice.
Yeah, a huge win against Alderdice that we saw this morning, and this whole team is going to be driven by, you-know-who, Grant Spacciapoli, who averages over 15 points a game, also has a 4.2 GPA and a 1,400 SAT, and that's not even talking about his basketball skills. He can score from all over, and tonight he might draw some double teams. He's got to get some other teammates involved in this game.
And on the other side, Sewickley Academy, 6-0, not to mention the closest game this year, Damon, a win against Eden Christian, 75-44.
I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody has given them a game yet this year. We've seen the mercy rule in every single game, and every game but one in the third quarter. They go 10 deep with a lot of young guys in this lineup. Watch out for Mamadou Kane. Caden Battles, the senior leader at point guard, and you cannot forget about Lucas Grimsley, who was an all-state selection last year.
We'll see how this one shakes out and see if Pine-Richland can hand Sewickley Academy its first loss this year. Stick with us. Tip-off coming up next right here from PPG Paints Arena.
In this city, basketball has always meant more. It's been played in packed gyms, under bright lights, and on cold winter nights when pride was the only thing keeping the heat on. These floors build legends, names that still echo in hallways, banners, and backboards. Generation after generation, the game stayed the same. Hard work, toughness, heart, and dedication. And now, the stage gets bigger. From neighborhood gyms to the biggest arena in the city, This is where tomorrow's stars step into the spotlight, where rivalries rise and moments become memories. This holiday season, Pittsburgh Hoops comes home. Welcome to PPG Paints Arena. Welcome to the Edgar, Snyder & Associates Holiday Hoops Classic.
Back here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh as we get set for Game 3, the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic, and you take a look at the starting lineups. One big change, though, for Pine-Richland. Doolin Stober, the 6'9" Ohio State men's volleyball commit, is out of the lineup tonight. Instead, Sawyer Marsilio, Damon, gets the start. I'm sure for Sewickley Academy, that could change a little bit of the game plan.
Yeah, usually Drew Steele starts for Sewickley Academy. They went big tonight, which they did a lot last year when they played bigger teams. So you have Mamadou Kane and Adam Akimbo right now in the starting lineup, but be ready to see Drew Steele's early and often. And again, Sewickley Academy, they go 8, 9, 10 people deep. So you'll see that starting lineup, but you might see a whole other starting 5 in the next 5 minutes of the game.
And again, with Pine-Richland down one of its key players, could see a shorter bench for the Rams as well. But for this Pine-Richland team, like we keep reiterating, a team that's struggling right now, talking with first-year head coach Steve McNeese, he really highlighted how it's a group that's still trying to learn how to win, try to find its way this season, while Sewickley Academy, again, has yet to run into a formidable opponent that's challenged them.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about it. The only team that gave him a game so far is Eden Christian. Other than that, I mean, every single game, you have the mercy rule by the third quarter, and a lot of these guys are sophomores. You'll see some freshmen really chip in, and then you have a senior point guard in Caden Battles, which he just is the great facilitator. He doesn't take many shots, and he does a good job with all these different guys that can make shots, get him the ball as fast as he can.
What are you expecting to see from Sewickley Academy offensively, but also defensively in the first few minutes?
What's awesome about this team, when you have a coach like Mike Isolino, who was at Robert Morris for so long, and when he played in the NBA, he loves defense. He wants defense before offense, so they're going to have some flashy plays. A lot of these guys can shoot, but you're going to see them score so many points off of turnovers. If you're Pine-Richland, you really got to try to possess the basketball. Take your time. Right now, everybody, I know you don't like it, but there isn't a shot clock. So, again, take your time. You're going to see them come out. They're going to try to trap Pine-Richland. They're going to try to force turnovers, and that's how they blow a lot of these teams out, because you'll look up at the scoreboard. It's 20-2 in the first 5 minutes. So we'll see if Pine-Richland kind of dictate the pace of the game. But what I'm expecting out of Sewickley is, at all times, their defense leads to offense, and somebody's always going to be open on that fast break, especially Mamadou Kane. He only has one Division I offer right now. I'm telling you, by the end of the year, he could have 10. He is unbelievable, and he's looking for a fast break dunk at all times.
You mentioned the defense. Sewickley Academy allows less than 30 points per game. That is good for second fewest in the entire WPIAL, behind only Neighborhood Academy. Last year, this defense for Sewickley Academy was also the second best in the district, but the big change is this. Last year, this defense allowed 38 points per game. This year, 29. It set such a high bar and has exceeded it in a year.
Yeah, and again, a lot of these guys have been in this system now for 2 years. So maybe some of those mental lapses last year that you're used to when you have a lot of freshmen playing, these guys are now sophomores. They're still very young. They can make mistakes, but not as many when you've been getting coached up for a year straight in the Coach Isolino system that they run so perfectly.
Sewickley Academy trying to stay undefeated and move to 7-0 to start the season, while Pine-Richland looking to be the first team in the district to hand the Panthers a loss. Thanks so much for being with us on your Monday here for the third ever Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic presented by Edgar, Snyder & Associates. Off and running for this one, Sewickley Academy opens up with possession.
See how both of these teams look early on. There could be some nerves. You're playing at PPG.
Here's Battles. Blocked. Catalano with great rejection. There's Mamadou Kane, preseason player of the year according to the Trib coming into this season.
Has one Duquesne offer right now. Like I said, could have way more very soon.
Kane.
He can shoot that 3 ball as well if you give him enough space. It looks like Pine-Richland does know that from the scouting report.
Double comes. Spencer in trouble. Kimba. Great defense by Pine-Richland on this opening possession. Kane.
This is where it's going to get dictated. You have so much size. You'd think the 6A school has the size. The 2A school has the size. Mamadou Kane gets doubled there, but does a great job.
Team leader in points per game at 11. And he gets the scoring started for Sewickley Academy.
And you'd think only 11 points. That's not many, but this team, you can have 5 guys in one night have double-digit points.
Nico Aiello gets it right back. Spatchapoli.
A little bit of contact on that 3, but no foul call, and really good ball movement early on for Pine-Richland. Got to have that shot fall, though.
And Spatchapoli considered one of the best shooters in the entire WPIAL. Kane lines it up, and he's got all 5 Panther points.
Again, a lot of teams did not know last year he could shoot the 3 ball. Looks way more comfortable this year. You go, okay, we got to double team him down low, but if he starts hitting that shot, how do you guard a guy that big shooting NBA threes?
It's a Sewickley Academy team that also has an AAU team, essentially, that it plays in the springtime. So these players have played a lot of basketball with one another.
Another thing you'll see, they can switch about all 5 positions when they guard. It's unbelievable to watch. Caden Battles does a good job to stick on point guard right there.
Spatchapoli out of bounds and back down for Sewickley Academy.
And Pine-Richland, their whole offense is going to run through Spatchapoli, who averages over 15 a game. Really smart player, getting some Division III and II interests. But when you're playing a team like Sewickley, they can double him and challenge other guys to really make some shots tonight. And when he drives, don't let him get anything easy right there. You force him out of bounds.
Grimsley. Off-ball foul, and this comes on Lucian Miller, his first and the team's first in this opening quarter.
Trying to battle for position down there. You can't let Mamadou get too much space. Right here, you see that first layup. Sorry, Jack. Again, you can double them, but I mean, when you're 6'8", layups are a little bit easier when you know how to use them, your arms.
Well, you mentioned the size, and certainly that is a key cog early. And Mamadou Kane, the keyest of all cogs, he's got all 8 points for the Panthers.
And 2 3-pointers. You look at him, you go, hey, that guy can shoot. Yes, he can. You cannot give him space again. It is unbelievable how much his game has grown.
Aiello. Good board by Spencer. The drought continues for Pine-Richland. 3 minutes gone, yet to score a point. Here's Grimsley, all-state pick last year for Sewickley Academy. Kane with a mismatch, but he loses it. Pine-Richland still looking for those first points. Trying to get a second straight win would be the first winning streak of the young year for Pine-Richland. Catalano. Kastner. Grimsley secures.
This is where they're good. Really fast.
Ikimba. Spin cycle, no dice. And Spatchapoli secures the miss.
Almost looked like Ikimba was surprised there was not a hand in his face.
Spatchapoli, and he goes to the free throw line. This is the first foul on Sewickley Academy, and this comes on Caden Battles. Well, best way to get on the board and stop a lengthy scoring drought, Damon, is to go to the free throw line.
Yeah, right there. Look at that Euro step. Did a really good job. Go strong up with your right hand, and now you got to cash in on these 2 free throws. Again, Grant's going to have a big game here tonight. We all know he can do it, but there's going to be a lot of extra attention on him, and he has to make those free throws early.
Mike Pfeiffer checks in for Pine-Richland. Drew Steele's in for Sewickley Academy. Well, Spatchapoli, according to head coach Steve McNeese, good shooter, can score in bunches. He's played a lot of basketball, and you mentioned his high IQ, and that's obviously paid off. And he cracks the goose egg on the scoreboard for Pine-Richland.
Again, 1,400 SAT. Mine might have been half of that.
Yeah, I don't even know if I got points for writing my name on mine. It's been so long, quite frankly. Drew Steele's. Mention how this Sewickley Academy team can go 10 deep and really have a second starting 5 on the bench. Steele's. A rare miss for the Panthers to start.
A little bit strong. Again, playing in a new arena for a shooter, different eyesight.
Spatchapoli puts it in. Just what the Rams needed. Their top shooter getting it done from distance to half the deficit.
So sometimes we're right. We talked about 2-star players in pregame. They have all the points so far in this game. Both of these guys know they're going to have big games tonight, and so far they're passing every test.
Pine-Richland trying to snap Sewickley Academy's winning streak. Kimba, bothered, escapes, Bucket and a foul. A chance at 3 for the big fella.
Adam won't mind me saying this. He's not as mobile as Mamadou Kane. He's got way better, but right there, a little bit of an accident, almost tripping over the ball, recovers, and gets an and one.
Adam Ikimba with free throw coming up after this break. Stick with us. We've got more Holiday Hoops Classic coming up next on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
All right, again, if you want a t-shirt, PPG Paints Arena, out of the seats in RV, make some noise because the Sewickley Academy cheerleaders have some t-shirts coming your way.
Undefeated Sewickley Academy up 10-4 in the opening minutes of this first quarter for Game 3 of the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic, presented by Edgar, Snyder and Associates here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. David McDermott, Jack Ridenauer here with you, and it's Adam Ikimba at the free throw line to complete the three-point play. Now, Sewickley Academy looking for a 7th straight win. Ikimba has been a key cog, averaging almost 11 a game, and he completes the three-point play.
Underrated part of his game, too, is you think you got to hack the big guys. He's over an 80% free throw shooter as well.
Pine-Richland looking for its first winning streak of the year. Team that split the first 2 games, but then hit a major wall, losing 3 straight games, all by fewer than 10 points.
And that's kind of how 6A Hoops is. Anybody can win at any time, and then you try to play a really tough non-conference schedule as well. Really nice move to get inside, though.
Kastner, the beautiful minute finish. And Pine-Richland continues to creep back into this one after trailing 8-0 to start. Battles doubled. Ikimba, the flush.
Gotta love when one big guy gives you an easy dunk on the other, and here's a steal by Caden Battles.
And he finishes. The full court pressure starting to get to the Rams, and a timeout for Pine-Richland. Just like that, the lead creeps back closer to double figures. A 15-6 lead for the Panthers, and we're starting to see the defense clamping down.
First, here's this great assist. Mamadou Kane, really good vision, gives it to his buddy down low, and there's an easy dunk. And then Caden Battles right after that gets a steal. You're going to see that dunk one more time from our hoop cam. You got to watch out. Ikimba might tear this thing down eventually. Look at that rim, that flexion from a sophomore in high school. And then you have a steal by Caden Battles that gets you another 2 points. And what do we say in pregame? You cannot let Sewickley dictate the pace. They will get so many turnovers and those fast break points. They work on it every single day. When you have a coach like Mike Isolino, he knows how important those points are. You can steal 10 to 15 a game right there. Pine-Richland gets kind of lazy with their inbound. Quick, easy 2 points for the Panthers.
Pine-Richland, team that is trying to find its identity, really has struggled going back to the post-2016-2017 district final runs it had. Since then, it has been a slew of single-digit win seasons, trying to improve upon the 7-win season it had last year. Spatchapoli puts it through. The zone buster busts the zone, and he's got 2 trifectas in quarter 1.
Really good job attacking the middle of that zone and then finding an outlet on the baseline. And Grant's doing everything he can so far in this game to keep Pine-Richland in it.
Battles, punctures, and finishes.
Talk about him as a facilitator, but 2 quick, easy layups for him using that speed. And there's another steal, his second.
Ikemba and his second flush. Just like that, the lead swells to the biggest. It's been a double-figure start, and then Battles misses, but he gets a 3rd steal already. Catalano gallops in. Pfeiffer. Money and a foul. A chance at 4 for the Rams.
We've seen about everything you can think of in the first 7 minutes of this basketball game. Now a 4-point play, and good job by Pine-Richland. You want to try to upset a team a little bit more talented, a little bit bigger than you got to hit your threes, and so far they're doing that after they missed their first 2 of the game. What a pass, wide open. Then you see that contact on his right hand. You got to let the shooter be able to land. He did not, and now he has a chance for that 4-point play.
Mamadou Kane gets hit with the foul. His first. Eric Creation along with Connor Tull check in for Sewickley Academy, while Lucian Miller comes back in for Pine-Richland. Well, a good sign here, Damon, that every time Sewickley Academy goes on a little tear, Pine-Richland responds, but now it's a matter of closing the gap.
It is, and it's limiting those turnovers. We've seen one guy, Caden Battles, have 3 steals already.
In the final minute of this first quarter, Ikemba. Kastner takes it away. Back to a 6-point difference. Great opportunity here for Pine-Richland to make it a 1-possession game. Aiello with the find to Kastner. Pivots. Becker floats.
What a floater.
Soft touch. And after a 10-point deficit, shrinks down to a 4-point separation with 24 seconds till the second quarter.
How about Becker coming in this game? He's a freshman. We talk about Sewickley being young, but using that left hand for a floater, really impressive layup.
Creation. Tull. Swirls in.
Friendly roll there, but 2 young guys. They're in that second unit a lot of the time. You have Creation giving a no-look pass to Tull, who cashes in from up top. Great shot, great pass.
Catalano at the buzzer. What a way to end this first quarter. Pine-Richland still in this, down by 4, thanks to the lift by 22 in green. Let's go to the second quarter. Pine-Richland trying to snap Sewickley Academy's 6-game winning streak right here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Your boy Bert Kreischer is back.
Woo! I'm back, baby!
And he's giving you permission to party. So grab a friend and meet him in Pittsburgh at the PPG Paints Arena.
Done, son.
Tickets available now at bertbertbert.com.
After you've been in a serious accident, you're going to have a lot of questions about what the insurance company is doing.
These are some we hear all the time.
Why are they trying to get a statement when I'm still in the hospital?
Why are they inspecting my car without my permission?
Why are they asking me to fill out all these forms?
Why are they calling me all day?
Why do I feel like I'm being pressured to take their offer?
Want answers? Call us. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Nothing sacred and nobody safe when they cut loose. Watch those feet. The magicians of basketball.
If y'all ready for some more slam dunks, I need y'all to make some.
This game is once in a century. Be there at PPG Paints Arena on December 26th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
At Laway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Laway apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Laway to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. The Steel City High School Hoop Showcase is here. See the top talent in the WPIAL take the court. Catch 10 weeks of unforgettable action on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. It all tips off January 9th as Newcastle faces Boggs Chapel.
Just a few seconds into quarter number 2, and it's a good start for Pine-Richland. Grant Spacciapoli finds the bottom of the basket to pull the Rams within 2 of undefeated Sewickley Academy. Second try by Guyton, no dice, and Pine-Richland with a chance to tie or take its first lead of this ballgame. Spacciapoli. Creation inhales the miss, but Sewickley Academy with its first real challenge this year, trying to protect this 6-0 record. Tull with tons of space. Makes the defense pay.
Connor Tull has grown a lot since his freshman year. Was known as a 3-and-D type of guy. He's still that, but he can do a lot more now. You'll see a lot of nice passing plays, but right there, super confident, one dribble, 2 for 2 so far from the three-point line.
You do not want to leave that man open. He will make you pay. And it gives a little bit more breathing room to the Panthers. Catalano. Step through. Pretty finish. Talking with Coach Steve McNeese, he has remarked so highly of Catalano, his ability to run the offense, but also hit huge shots when needed.
Like that buzzer beater we saw in the first quarter. I looked down and he almost made a half quarter. He made it.
Creation. Here comes Becker. And again, Pine-Richland could very well balance the playing field after being down by as many as 10. Becker. Creation, another board. Good hands by Aiello. Creation, another rebound. So 2 trifectas, both off by Pine-Richland.
Some contact on that rebound. Some Pine-Richland faithful not happy with it, but the rest have been letting them play for the most part so far. Sewickley trying a couple pick and roll plays, and there's some space finally for Rob Southall. Really nice cut to the basket there. What that pick and roll does, everybody's looking on the top of the key. You get a guy to go backdoor like Rob Southall right there.
He was a key cog last year to Sewickley Academy's very deep playoff run. Catalano splits, Spacciapoli secures it, spits out, and it stays with Pine-Richland. Alex Kastner back in for Pine-Richland, while Lucas Grimsley back in for Sewickley Academy. Pfeiffer also in for Pine-Richland. But it's safe to say here, Damon, again, this is the toughest challenge Sewickley Academy has had thus far. Again, the closest game that it's had this season, a 75-44 win against Eden Christian. Tull strips it free, does stay with the Rams.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one of those, again, it's 2A versus 6A, but this 2A team is going to be playing 4A very soon, and they're going to dominate 2A. So this is a great matchup. It really is. And Pine-Richland, it seems like they're motivated. A couple tough losses this year, but you talked about it, a lot of close losses. And in a team like this with a first-year coach, you feel like they're going to get better throughout the whole entire year. And this might be one of those statement wins they could really have and catapult their season.
Coach Steve McNeese really trying to build up the culture at Pine-Richland. This could be a huge culture-building win if the Rams are victorious.
Quarter has slowed down just a hair.
Pfeiffer. Good extra. Becker, blow by, hang. Southall comes away with it.
Lovely basketball. Took their time, got a good possession for the freshman to go to the hoop. Just better defense, and these teams have seemed like they figured each other out just a hair when they're playing some defense now.
Here's Grimsley. Good slip. Guyton bothered. He goes to the free throw line.
Guyton wanted to go right up for that one. Took his time, draws a little bit of contact. Now he gets to go to the line.
Comes on Aiello, his first, team's first in the second quarter. Jameer Guyton, a sophomore on this team. It's a very youthful Sewickley Academy team, and again, Guyton was a big part of the Rise AAU team that Sewickley Academy also runs. Gets the first free throw. Spacciapoli back in for Pine-Richland. Battles and Spencer reemerge for the Panthers. Two of two. Lead has been as big as 10 for Sewickley Academy. But again, Pine-Richland has been knocking at the door, especially in this second quarter. Good hands by Southall. A race. And he wins.
Again, Rob Southall might not be as flashy as some of these other big guys throwing big dunks, but what a job right there to step up, grab that steal, take your time, try to draw a foul, doesn't, but still gets 2 points.
Again, we're seeing that depth for Sewickley Academy come out. Kastner. Panthers can push the lead to the biggest. Here's Battles. Grimsley. It's a big piece in last year's state final run, where Sewickley Academy came up 1 point shy of winning the state championship. Southall in a straitjacket, fouled on the floor first.
Almost had an awesome hop step there to get to the hoop, but they're going to call a foul before he went up with it. But got to give props to Pine-Richland. A lot of teams can't guard Sewickley Academy because of all this talent on the floor, but they're doing a really good job. They're playing chest-to-chest defense, not having a lot of space. You see right there, Rob tried to get the shot up before the foul.
Foul's on Pfeiffer, his first, and Southall empty. But interestingly enough here, Damon, Kane and Ikemba both have been on the bench for quite some time for the Panthers. Spatchapoli, Pfeiffer.
Yeah, and the two big guys getting a breather. And again, with the lineup change for Pine-Richland, maybe now Sewickley likes the smaller lineup with a little bit more speed.
Again, for Pine-Richland, without its 6'9" post presence in Doolin Stober tonight. Grimsley. Pfeiffer has it. Rams look to run. Catalano, no numbers. Kastner. Spatchapoli. Buries it. Another trifecta for one of the top shooters in the district. And a timeout for Sewickley Academy. Caden Battles, Damon, is hobbled some for the Panthers. That could be something to watch moving forward.
He tried to pull up. He was scared he was going to get a foul, and it was going to be another 4-point play for Pine-Richland. When you try to close out, you can't make contact, so he dodged it there. And what a pass to get Grant Spatchapoli open. He has 12 points already in this game for Pine-Richland. Right there you see the nice pass, and then Rob Southall going up with his left hand. But you got to give Pine-Richland props. Only down by 6. A game, to be honest with you, when we talked about it early, you thought there were some mismatches for Sewickley. There's been a lot of talk about how good they've been this year, and obviously they're still leading by 6, but how they've been just blowing these teams out. But Pine-Richland, I think the timely three-point shooting so far in this game has really kept them in it, and that's what you need for an upset.
Well, the Rams could very well be the first team to surpass 44 points against Sewickley Academy this year. Panthers are coming off an emphatic win against Winchester Thurston, 62-23. And for Pine-Richland, could very well have its first winning streak of the season after dropping 3 of the last 4. Still a lot of time to figure this one out, but Pine-Richland certainly in a ball game with arguably one of the best 2A teams in the entire state of Pennsylvania.
And they just have not faced a guy as talented as Grant Spatchapoli, but I don't think Pine-Richland has ever seen somebody like Mamadou Kane, and the bad news is he is back in the game now.
Miller is wide open on the back end. Aiello, shifty, he draws a foul. This is on Kane. This could be his second. And it is. So Kane gets hit with his second personal foul, team's first in the second quarter, but Sewickley Academy's leading scorer in some foul trouble in this first half. Aiello knocks in the first free throw as Kastner checks in. Aiello, a really good player for the Pine-Richland football team. As you take a look back at the scrambly play that sets up Aiello's free throws, and he knocks in the second. But he's somebody that Coach Steve McNeese has said, he's forced my hand. I can't take Aiello off the floor because of how good he's been playing this year. Steals, breaks free. Good hands by Miller. Catalano with the steal.
That was a heck of a play. It was going to be a free dunk for Adam Ikemba.
And again, the Rams well within striking distance. Miller blocked, but a foul.
I think they're going to get Drew Steele just for using that other hand to kind of push when he went for that block, but it looked like a really good defensive play at first for Sewickley Academy.
Comes on Steele's his first.
can see this ball moving by Pine-Richland and then going up for that layup. Now they're back at the foul line once again.
Caden Battles back in for Sewickley Academy after being a little hobbled before the timeout. Seems to be all right.
Yeah, and this team wants to stay fully healthy. Had some injuries in that state playoff run last year.
Miller 1 of 2. 5-point difference. Again, Pine-Richland had a chance to pull within either 2 or even tie it up a couple times in this quarter. Down by just 5, trying to hand Sewickley Academy its first loss. Grimsley. Long chase down. Catalano almost takes it away. Odd man advantage. Kane. Winding down to the final minute in this opening half.
Caden Battles getting a new play call from Coach Isolino. Not a lot of movement right now from Sewickley.
Ikimba finds a cutting Spencer. Easy 2.
There you go. You just got to wait for a play call. You can settle in again. No shot clock.
Catalano travels. Gotta love the aggression, though, that Pine-Richland has played with the entirety of this ballgame.
Yeah, again, you have to play at your own pace here, and I think they've done a great job in this game. And try to draw as many fouls as you can. If you can get Mamadou Kane and Akimba in some foul trouble, that can really help you in the long run.
Kane in trouble. Gets it back. Bothered. Good strong rebound by Miller. 31 seconds till the break. Pine-Richland trying to creep closer. Miller, and he's wiped away. Ikimba with the stare down rejection. That is every bit of 6'8" coming at you.
That was like a volleyball spike. When you can get the ball to go in a couple rows into the stands. Again, you're just not used to this height playing against it when you got 6'8" and you can move that well side to side.
24 seconds till the break. Pfeiffer. Spatchapoli.
We have Sewickley faithful already saying that's a shooter. Somebody get on that man. Already has 12 points again for Pine-Richland.
7. Kastner. 2. Aiello. We go to halftime, a close one in Game 3 of the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. 35-28, undefeated Sewickley Academy ahead, but Pine-Richland trying to hand the Panthers that first loss of the season. Stick with us, we have a little halftime fun, and then before you know it, third quarter action between Pine-Richland and Sewickley Academy, right here and only on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Back here at PPG Paints Arena at the half between Sewickley Academy and Pine-Richland, 35-28. The Panthers lead the Rams for the third game of the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. Jack Ridenauer here with you, now joined by the man behind the entire production, Matt Fargo, Creative Marketing Manager here at PPG Paints Arena. Matt, tell the people a little bit about this event, what came to be, how it all got put together, and really the purpose behind it.
Well, thanks for having me, Jack. It's a pleasure to be back here for a third year, and thanks to Edgar, Snyder & Associates for being our title sponsor this season. But there's so many people behind this here at PPG Paints Arena, led by our General Manager, Gary Desjardins, our Vice President of Marketing, Alyssa Bloomling, and all of the people that want to see high school athletics here at the arena. It was 13 years that there were no high school basketball games ever played in this building. And 3 years ago, we decided to change that with this event in the Holiday Hoops Classic. And so many people support the WPIAL and high school athletics as a whole here in Western Pennsylvania. So we thought it was important, especially around the holiday season, to get in on that. And now being in our third year, I think we've done that, and getting to see not only the players on the floor, but the families that come in to see them, the cheerleaders that get to participate in it. It's a lot of fun to see, and I think that it goes a long way to just being out in the community and being able to address getting to see great basketball. We know how great a football town this place is, but maybe with not professional basketball, you don't get to see a stage like this, at least from the high school athletic aspect. So it's been a lot of fun to see, and seeing the fruits of labor for a third year is a lot of fun.
What do you hope the future of this event leads to? Maybe either more events like this or other kind of situations where they're playing more holiday games like this?
Yeah, I think it's a great thing for the community, right? I think that we can only continue growing things here at PPG Paints Arena and the events that we bring. We're bringing the Atlantic 10 Conference Tournament back to the arena for its 50th season coming up in March, and the A10 was founded here in Pittsburgh. A lot of people don't realize that. They played their first 5 conference tournament games here in Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh's basketball roots run deep. Chuck Cooper was just on the broadcast in game number 1, and of course his father was the very first African-American player in the National Basketball Association. So there's so many things why we come back to basketball. And, I think even having, whether it be the A10 basketball tournament, which we have in March, we have the NCAA March Madness comes back to the arena next March. So there's still a lot of basketball to be had here in Pittsburgh, and we're happy that Holiday Hoops is a part of it.
Matt, you're a great man for stopping by. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for putting on a great event, and hope it finishes out strong as it's done the last 2 years as well.
Thanks to the fine folks at JRM Video Production and Sportsnet Pittsburgh for being able to put this on and put a bigger spotlight on this event. We really appreciate it.
That's Matt Fargo. Don't go anywhere. We have some more basketball fun coming up next as Sewickley Academy leads Pine-Richland 35-28 at halftime on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
In Pittsburgh, only the toughest will come out on top and walk away with the title of champion. At PPG Paints Arena, the PBR Unleash the Beast Tour is coming, February 13th and 14th. Get ready for the best bull riders in the world as they try to hang on for 8 seconds or get a face full of dirt. You gotta be crazy to do this, but crazy is what we do. Ready to be cowboy? Get your tickets. It's bull time.
After you've been in a serious accident, you're going to have a lot of questions about what the insurance company is doing.
These are some we hear all the time.
Why are they trying to get a statement when I'm still in the hospital?
Why are they inspecting my car without my permission?
Why are they asking me to fill out all these forms?
Why are they calling me all day?
Why do I feel like I'm being pressured to take their offer?
Want answers? Call us. And remember, there's never a fee unless we get money for you.
Pittsburgh, get ready to see PPG Paints Arena like never before. PPG Paints Arena tours take you behind the scenes of the home of the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is your chance to step inside the Penguins locker room and feel the history of the 5-time Stanley Cup champs. See the ice from a player's point of view and go where legendary broadcasters called the biggest moments in Penguins history. From championship stories to behind-the-scenes secrets, this tour is the ultimate Penguins experience. Visit ppgpaintsarena.com and book your tour today.
Megan Trainor, the Get In Girl Tour, live in Pittsburgh, with special guest Icona Pop, PPG Paints Arena, Saturday, July 11th. Get tickets now at livenation.com.
Back here at PPG Paints Arena as we keep rolling on for our halftime fun. 35-28, Sewickley Academy leads over Pine-Richland. Again, want to give a big thanks to Creative Marketing Manager at PPG Paints Arena, Matt Fargo, for stopping by during halftime. Damon McDermott, Jack Ridenauer here with you as we rewind the tape to that first half. And again, Damon, the big storyline is how Pine-Richland has taken it to this undefeated Sewickley Academy team that's averaging almost 75 points per game this season.
Yeah, and what I'm more impressed with is they've got 28 points. Again, a Sewickley Academy team that can literally only give up in the 30s most game. And I think you got to talk about Grant Spacciapoli. Had 12 points in that first half. And I mean, every time he even has an inch of space, he's going to make you pay for it on that three-point line.
Spacciapoli is certainly going to be a big key in this second half, but what are you looking to see from Sewickley Academy to kind of keep this separation?
Well, you saw Mamadou Kane. He had 2 fouls in the first half. He had 8 points in the first 2 minutes, and after that, he had to get subbed out of the game. Wanted to see a different lineup in there. I think Mamadou Kane is going to have a huge second half. They're going to have to double-team him, or he's going to be able to really take over this game for Sewickley Academy.
Second half coming up next right here between Sewickley Academy and Pine-Richland. Rams trying to defeat the Panthers here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. Just underway for third quarter action between Sewickley Academy and Pine-Richland. Sewickley Academy's first possession, a turnover. Rams with a crack at it here, trying to hand Sewickley Academy loss number 1 of the year. Rams could also string together their first winning streak of the season after taking down Alderdice most recently.
Game has slowed down just a little bit again in that second quarter. 13 points for Sewickley, 10 for Pine-Richland when we saw 22 and 18 in the first. Looks like both these teams' defenses during halftime said, hey, we got to guard a little bit better, but it's a little bit hard when you got that guy at the baseline.
Spacciapoli, give him 15, and all of a sudden he pulls his Rams within 4. A stop, and Pine-Richland could make this a 1-point game. Kane slips. Misses. Kastner leaks out. Spacciapoli. No dice. And a foul that goes against Sewickley Academy.
A little bit of a heat check there.
Or check that, Pine-Richland, excuse me.
A little bit of a heat check there for Spacciapoli. Didn't set his feet there, but when you're shooting as well as he is, as you'll see right here, finally find him open on that left baseline. Cashes in, but then he misses one, and now Sewickley can try to get this lead back up to 6 or 7.
Lucian Miller's first foul. Check that, his second, as Ikemba battling valiantly down low and finally wins the battle.
On the box score, that'll be 2 rebounds, 2 points in the matter of 5 seconds.
Aiello. Catalano looks for a lane. Spatchapoli, gentle touch. He is coming into his own this evening, and again, a 2-possession game.
I hope there's a couple colleges watching this, looking at Mamadou and all these talented Sewickley guys, and someone goes, who is this Spatchapoli? Because he is playing unbelievable right now, and that is going to be another foul on Mamadou Kane.
That is Kane's 3rd personal foul, so the preseason player of the year in 2A with his 3rd foul just a few minutes into this 3rd quarter. That could be something to watch. Because again, the Panthers, with arguably the toughest challenge they've had all year long, this Pine-Richland team trying to thwart a perfect start.
Good ball moving here by Pine-Richland. Taking their time, finding a good shot.
Miller, no. In comes Aiello.
The football player you talked about, he's not scared to crash the boards for Pine-Richland at any time.
Kastner punctures. Aiello soars in. Kastner. Stick back is good.
What an offensive board right there without getting an over and back foul either.
2-point game. Rams come to life here in this second half. Kane in some trouble. Kane. Tough take for 2.
He did not have a point in that second quarter. Finally back on the score sheet. Has 10. He had 8 again in the first about 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Leads the team at around 11 a contest. Spatchapoli. Target practice. 1 point difference on the back of 3 in green.
He had 7 in the first, 5 in the second. Already has 8 points in the 3rd quarter. We're not halfway through.
Sewickley Academy's undefeated record on the line. Grimsley finishes. Strong take for a double-digit score to again give a little bit of breathing room. Spatchapoli stays with Pine-Richland.
And Grimsley, that's his first 2 points of the game. Again, he was second team All-State last year. A lot of talk about him or Mamadou being the player of the year. Just been a quiet night. You know, he hasn't been finding a lot of those open looks. Pine-Richland has given him a little bit of extra attention. He gets on the board, but he is also going to take a sub right now, and Pine-Richland gets another quick 2 points.
Brooklyn Becker off the inbound. Many around the Rams program feel that Becker could really become a tremendous player, just a freshman, and again, he pulls the Rams within striking distance. 3.5 minutes to go in the 3rd. Tull, quick fire. Rams basketball, and Pine-Richland with a chance to take its first lead of the game. Again, this is a Rams team sitting at 2-4 overall, have struggled to get into the win column, have lost all their games by fewer than 10 points, but could have a season-defining win right before Christmas. Catalano, good first step. Pfeiffer, can't finish. Keeps it alive. Aiello, the Rams lead for the first time tonight. Nico Aiello.
What a storyline we have brewing in this game. Pine-Richland struggling throughout the year. Maybe have finally found their shooting touch they needed so far in this season. This would be a huge upset for the Rams.
Battles. No. Steals. Empty. And the Rams can push this lead further. Pine-Richland has lost 3 of its last 4 games, but have thrown the first and second punches here in quarter 3. Catalano can't get it. Southall. No numbers, 2 minutes till the 4th. What a treat for game 3 of the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic.
Maybe an all-time classic. We got to see how this 4th quarter is going to go, but what a game we have brewing.
Steals, resets. Pressure starts to mount for Sewickley Academy.
Team that has not been losing at all this season. Their first time they are down.
Kane misses. He smokes the bunny, keeps it alive. Second crack at it for the Panthers. Minute 18 to go until the 4th quarter. Kane blitzed, offensive foul. That's his 4th. Mamadou Kane, one of the top prospects in the area, and he is hit with his 4th personal foul.
He's upset. I do not love that one because they're roughing him up too. I know he's bigger, so a lot of times the refs are going to lean on the smaller guy, but he pretty much got triple teamed down there just trying to gain some space. And now you got to think he's not going to come back in this game until maybe 3-4 minutes left in the 4th quarter. That is such a big loss for Sewickley Academy. Adam McKimba is going to have to step up in this 3rd quarter.
Final minute of this scintillating 3rd. Catalano. Aiello gave Pine-Richland its first lead of the night. Spacciapoli. What a beautiful touch. The Rams' biggest lead of the game. And Pine-Richland could very well get its first winning streak of the year, a team that is starved for victories.
Now, I will say, Jack, last year, Sewickley battled back in the playoffs multiple times. This year, they've dominated, but this team is comfortable when they are down. First challenge of the year. Let's see how they respond.
20 seconds till the 4th.
Someone's got to make that big bucket to get their motivation, their confidence back going for Sewickley Academy. They've been cold in the last 5 minutes.
Ikemba engulfed. 5. Guyton jammed up. Held ball. Arrow favors Pine-Richland. Rams Nation loves it.
What a defensive possession for the Rams, and they got 2.5. You got to think they try to get Spacciapoli this ball somehow.
Catalano. The heave. Let's go to the 4th. Pine-Richland 8 minutes away from handing Sewickley Academy its first loss of the year. Don't change that dial. We've got an exciting finish here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.
Nate Bargatze.
It's a lot to have 2 dogs because you got to open the back door and let 2 dogs out.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. PPG Paints Arena, July 30th and 31st. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
At Leway, we understand the power of personalization. From hats to water bottles, our expert services include screen printing, embroidery, and a variety of promotional items. We also specialize in team sports gear. What truly sets Leway apart is our dedicated design team, including our talented on-staff graphic designers and exponential customer service. Choose Leway to make a lasting impression on and off the field.
This game is once in a century. Be there at PPG Paints Arena on December 26th. Go to HarlemGlobetrotters.com for your tickets to the 100-year tour.
Rascal Flats. Life is a Highway Tour 2026. Friday, February 27th, PPG Paints Arena. Country music's greatest vocal group, Rascal Flats. Back on the road. With special guests Lauren Elena and Chris Lane. Tickets on sale now. Buy tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Rascal Flats Live.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. The Steel City High School Hoop Showcase is here. See the top talent in the WPIAL take the court. Catch 10 weeks of unforgettable action on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. It all tips off January 9th as Newcastle faces Box Chapel.
Back here on Sportsnet Pittsburgh for the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic, and we have a good one on our hands. Strap yourself in. That's Damon McDermott. I'm Jack Ridenauer. An undefeated Sewickley Academy in its biggest challenge of the year. A foul on the floor first on Pine-Richland. This comes on Brooklyn Becker, his first, team's first in the fourth. But to recap you at home, after trailing by 7 at the half, Pine-Richland explodes a 17-6 third quarter, and it could be more in the fourth. Catalano, burst of speed. Spacciapoli steals with the rebound.
Kimba did a really good job there. You got to get your hand in Grant's face no matter what you do there. Didn't let him get that floater off.
Steals. Ikemba. And it's back to a one-possession game.
Ikemba's going to have a big fourth quarter. We talked about him. Mamadou Kane has 4 fouls. We're not going to see him until late in this fourth quarter.
Pine-Richland has trailed by as many as 10 in this one. Took a lead off of Nico Aiello's jump shot. Spacciapoli, the hot hand for the Rams.
There's not a shot he doesn't like.
Catalano. Becker, one of the few freshmen on this Rams team.
Really like his game. He has 4 points, but he's a really good depth piece. For a 6'8" team playing as a freshman, it's very impressive.
Aiello pivots. Becker, blow by, and the finish. The freshman coming to life. Pine-Richland looking to move to 3-4 on the young season and give itself a big win to springboard into section play.
Also got to give Sewickley props. We talk about how talented they are. They might win 2A again. They're playing a 6A non-conference game.
Ikemba. Southall cleans up the mess.
Again, Southall not as flashy as some of the other guys, but he does everything right there. Crashes the board, gets a quick offensive rebound, puts it right back up for a big 2 points for Sewickley Academy.
30-second timeout for the Panthers, who I would be remiss if I did not mention. Pine-Richland has now scored the most points against the Panthers to start the season. Previous high that a team had scored was 44 in a win against Eden Christian Academy for Sewickley Academy, 75-44. But now it's a 47-45 lead for the Rams. If you are head coach Mike Izzolino, and Damon, you mentioned it for Sewickley because last year they were in some tight battles late in the season.
Oh, they were down 15 in a semifinal game. They were down 10 in the state final.
Do you kind of remind them of that?
Yes, absolutely. I think this year maybe a little bit too much confidence. And, I mean, I do a lot of their games. We've seen them in the summer season. They don't lose a lot. And for a young team, this is good. It really is. They're down by 2 right now. They know last year they battled a lot, but this is their first adversity this year. This is the first time they're down in a game this whole entire year. And a 17-6 run for Pine-Richland in that third quarter. It's a wake-up call here for Sewickley. They got 6 minutes to try to fix this down by 2.
Pine-Richland trying to hand Sewickley Academy its first loss of the year. Catalano, oh my, heads up. Adam Ikemba leaving his fingerprints all over that block.
Going to tell our truck to save that one. Send it over to ESPN for top 10 plays. Another volleyball spike. Every time he gets a swat, it's not just a regular block. It's a volleyball spike right there from Ikemba.
He threw a straight fastball. Aiello, short. Guidance secures, and you mentioned Ikemba has to be big, especially with Mamadou Kane sitting with 4 fouls.
Let's see who's going to step up for Sewickley. Someone has to hit a big shot here.
A foul on the floor first, and that is on Becker, his second.
And I got to give him props. They're giving away a little bit of size with Dolan Stober not playing in this game, but they've done a good job on Ikemba and Mamadou Kane, just making them uncomfortable. You're seeing a lot of double teams. They're trying to get steals before they can go up for their layups. Got to get this in.
Battles. Tapped around. Spacciapoli has it. That's going to also be key, limiting those second chances for Sewickley Academy because it lived in that department in first half.
And I will say they probably lead the Whipule in offensive rebounds with their two big guys. There's never a bad shot if you can get a rebound right back after it.
3 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Aiello soars in, and Southall almost travels. Guyton. No dice.
Somehow Southall gets that board and then comes back and gets the offensive board.
Steals. Guyton drops it home, ties it back at 47.
I want to give Southall a shout out right there. He got that board and then somehow got all the way back on offense, got the offensive board, kept that play alive, and now we're all tied up with Guyton getting that layup.
Shaking out to be a photo finish here in Game 3 of the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. Catalano might have heard the footsteps of Guyton. Now the Panthers look to recapture their once lead, led by as many as 10 in this one. Halfway gone, quarter 4. Southall slips.
Good pass.
Battles buries it. Sewickley Academy back ahead. Just what the doctor ordered for undefeated Sewickley Academy.
You never know who's going to be the spark plug off the bench, and there is a Pine-Richland turnover at a bad time. Sewickley Academy is getting back into this game with their fans. Mamadou Kane's coming back into the game. But again, Rob Southall with that nice pass, and then the senior, Caden Battles, hitting that three-pointer. But Southall, to me, has been that spark plug for this team. Look at that right there. Get it back up top. Caden Battles cashes in.
Battles, an important piece to last year's successful season for Sewickley Academy that saw a 24-win season. Now the Panthers look to move to 7-0.
Mamadou back in, 3:30.
Playing with those 4 fouls. He wants it down low. Guyton, hand-tied. Steals, finds a hole.
Great defense by Pine-Richland. Nothing's been open so far, but good job by Sewickley not rushing a shot. Almost feels like a playoff game, Jack.
Kane burrows and finishes. 5-point cushion for Sewickley Academy. Trying to escape out of PPG Paints Arena. Perfect. Catalano nearly puts it in.
What a
Aiello. Spatchapoli. And Kane with a man board. 2.5 to go. Steals. Kane again wants it. Great entry feed by Guyton. Southall still puts it home. Had to get over top of Kane. He seems to be all right. They stopped the play. And it looks like a timeout on the floor by one of the officials for Kane going down.
And I think the refs just were telling Coach Ezzolino he had to wait to get on the floor, but he's checking if his player was okay because he thought it was a timeout. So all good for both teams. But again, what an offensive rebound by Rob Southall. I think, again, on another team, he's probably a star player. But you have so much depth, especially the forwards, centers on this team. But he's been the spark plug off the bench. You really got to give credit to Rob Southall. And for Pine-Richland, I think you got to think about hitting a 3 here. You're down by 7, only 2 minutes to go. I would draw up your best play to try to get Grant open. He missed his last layup, was really frustrated. He just hurried it just a hair. It seems like Pine-Richland is just pressing a little bit, and Sewickley making it to the state final last year. You can just tell. They never really panicked. They finally got shots to fall, and now they're back up by 7. But it looked bleak there for a second, Jack. It really did. But way to battle back here for the Panthers.
Again, it was a 17-6 third quarter in favor of Pine-Richland that got it back into the game and took a lead. Now, let's face it, Damon, this is a Rams team that as a program has been kind of toiling in the bottom part of section play in 6A the last few years, trying to find that magic from the mid-2010s. And a game like this for first-year head coach Steve McNeese could be a huge building moment, but also kind of a momentum builder to carry no matter the outcome, because the Rams really have played this game beautifully and have kept themselves the whole way in it.
I've been impressed with their defense, especially without their big man in this game, making it really tough on Akimba and Mamadou Kane. And then Grant Spackapole, he's done everything. I mean, everything for this team. Been awesome to watch, and now he's got to try to come up big one more time here for Pine-Richland, down by 7.
2 minutes to go. Sewickley Academy looking for a 7th straight win. Pfeiffer throws it away, but it stays with Pine-Richland, deflected by Sewickley Academy.
Mamadou thought, I didn't touch that. I thought I just forced the turnover, but Pine-Richland with another chance here.
I might agree with Mamadou Kane. Kastner, what a head fake. Easy lay, and a timeout called by Pine-Richland, just a 30-second one. Now we're getting into that realm now, Damon, with obviously no shot clock in Pennsylvania high school basketball. Sewickley Academy could virtually hold this for a 30-plus, 40-plus minute possession. Do you start to get into that foul game if you're Pine-Richland to put Sewickley Academy on the line?
Yeah, I think you're going to see in this timeout they're going to go full court press, see if they can cause a turnover. If they can't, they have only had 2 team fouls, so they're going to have to foul 3 times. So absolutely, and if you're Sewickley, I'm not taking a shot until you foul me. So yes, you are completely right with that assumption. But first, for Sewickley, you have to take care of this inbound no matter what. Pine-Richland is going to try to get a turnover off of this inbound play.
This Rams team was down by 10, and I'm sure you at home wondered if that was going to be the beginning of the end of this one, but Pine-Richland has stuck in it all the way from the very beginning.
Let's be honest, there's some people that really thought it might be a blowout in Sewickley's favor, but Pine has fought hard this whole entire game, and there's that turnover they needed.
Exactly what Pine-Richland had planned. A takeaway by Aiello, and a 5-point difference with less than 90 seconds remaining, but Drew Steele draws a foul. Tremendous defense by Steele.
What a play, too. I mean, he left his body on the line right there. Pine-Richland got the turnover they needed, but then they give it right back to Sewickley. And now you wasted about 20 seconds as well. Now it's 1 minute and 24 left.
Battles gives it to Steele.
I'm really surprised we have not seen a foul yet.
75 seconds remain.
Sewickley's a good team. It's going to be hard to cause a turnover. There's a foul. I could see you thinking your defense is going to be able to generate a turnover, but with a team like Sewickley, you got to foul them.
Spatchapoli gets hit with it, his first in the team's 4th, so one more to put the Panthers on the line. Spatchapoli pokes it free, and it's back down for Pine-Richland. 2 huge defensive plays for the Rams to keep themselves in this one.
What do I know? I said you got a foul, but this defense is that good.
68 seconds remain.
Need a 3 or a quick 2.
Catalano. Aiello. Dashes in. Miller. Much needed. Lucian Money Miller makes it a 1-possession game from straight away.
60-second timeout.
Been relatively quiet in this game, but you come up big with those 3 points. What a job by Pine-Richland. Now only down by 2. And right there, cash. Like you said, Money Miller. Just when you thought this game was over, they were down by 7. Now only 2, and you still got 54 seconds. You're going to, again, try to cause a turnover from this inbound. If not, use your fouls.
Again, this is a 2-4 Pine-Richland team up against a 6-0 Sewickley Academy team, and a Panthers team that has averaged almost 75 points per game, limiting teams to 29 points per game. But today, Damon, we're going to throw the numbers out the window.
It's almost like a bowl game or a tournament game. It's one of those, you're playing at this beautiful venue, got a little bit of extra pressure, have extra people watching.
Sure.
You get motivated, you're excited. Imagine trying to focus in class even though they're probably on Christmas break.
I think they might be.
They might be, but okay, you wake up and you're thinking about this game while you're eating your Cheerios in the morning. You can't wait to get here, and right now it shows you. It's high school kids. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep.
Pine-Richland came to play here today, and great job again by Sewickley. You're a 2A team playing up in this game, and I mean, you just cannot ask for a better third game. We got one more after this, but it's going to be hard to beat. This matchup has been everything that anybody that's watching on Sportsnet would love to see from high school basketball.
You make sure you stick around for the final game of the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic, Mars and Montour. But right now, we've got a good one. Strap yourself in. 2-point lead for Sewickley Academy could see its undefeated start end here before Christmas. 40 seconds. Kane, and a foul.
Almost was a turnover. Wow.
Eli Catalano gets hit with it. Team foul number 5, his first. But give credit to Catalano. His head coach has said he comes up in the clutch when needed, and you could tell by the reaction he thought he had one.
He was a little bit early, and there was a little bit of contact. That's things that I'm thinking the refs saw. And the bad news is a lot of teams would go, okay, foul the big guys. But these guys shoot pretty good from the free throw line. Mamadou hits the first.
Cash is the second. That's big to make it a 2-possession game.
Very impressive.
39 seconds remain.
Quick 2 or 3.
Miller, 28 seconds. Kastner drives in, and he goes to the free throw line.
Love that play. You say, hey, in your mind, you're saying we already had to at least go through 10 seconds there, get to the line, try to get an and one. Elbow's a little shaken up, though. I hope he can hit his free throws.
Again, Pine-Richland out of having 6'9" Doolin Stober tonight as Kastner misses a crucial first free throw. But the fact that the Rams out for their top post presence and are still in this one.
And this might show, Coach, you got a small lineup you can go with a little bit more speed when you need to give a team a different look.
So 1-possession game, 56-53. 24 seconds to go. Aiello hit with his third foul, and that puts Kane right back at the line. We've talked so much about the perspective of Pine-Richland and how this could be a huge confidence-boosting win, but really I think for Sewickley Academy the same thing, knowing that, hey, when we are challenged in this situation, we could very well escape out of trouble.
Let's be honest, how many 2A teams are going to beat a 6A school? I mean, it is so impressive. And again, you have a lot of sophomores starting on this team. You have freshmen that are chipping in. Some of these freshmen didn't get in as much this game. The moment was pretty big here, but a lot of guys stepped up. Senior Caden Battles. Mamadou Kane was in foul trouble. He's still going to end up with like 15 points in this game. Akemba's done a great job as well, making Mamadou Kane tuck in his shirt. Just one more thing to think about when you hit this free throw. He hits both again. That's super impressive as well. 4 for 4.
A full timeout here for Sewickley Academy. Pushes it back to a 2/3 possession game, depending on how it shakes out. What's the game plan if you are Pine-Richland?
I kept saying it, but again, it's got to be, I kept saying a quick 2, now it's got to be 3. So you're down by 5. If you hit a 3, you hope then Sewickley hits one, misses one, and you got to just keep doing that coach math. But you need to get a 3-pointer in the first 5 to 7 seconds. So whatever you can do to spring Spakakoli free for a 3-pointer, that's what you need right here, right now.
Hey, you at home, stick around. We've got our 4th and final game coming up next after this one wraps up. Mars and Montour should be a really, really good one to cap off what has been an exciting day filled with pre-holiday hoops for the 3rd annual Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic presented by our friends at Edgar, Snyder and Associates. Damon McDermott, Jack Ridenauer here with you. Very thankful and appreciative to be here on a wonderful day filled with some great basketball. We had Alderdice and Carrick boys to start, and then Fox Chapel Avonworth girls, Sewickley Academy and Pine-Richland, who I would say as of right now, the best game thus far of the day. Should be a fantastic finish for the 4th game, but stay in the here and now. A foul is called on Adami Kimba off ball.
It was a hold.
So that's his first team second. No real damage done. Certainly don't want to have that pile up. Catalano, 20 seconds, and Grimsley fouls him.
Smart foul. He saw he had a step on him. Why not? You got fouls to give right now, and you're up by 5. Make him inbound again.
Team foul number 3 for Sewickley Academy. Miller. Check that Becker. 15 seconds. And the foul comes on Kimba again. That is team foul number 4. So one more, and the Rams would shoot free throws.
I guess they're limiting, saying, hey, we'll make them shoot 2 free throws, but
14 seconds. Catalano. Long board, Grimsley's got it. And Kastner fouls him quickly.
That should about do it if Grimsley can cash in on these 2 free throws. But again, what an effort by both of these teams. Exciting time here for WPIAL basketball. You see 2 talented teams battling. Again, getting to play at PPG Paints, something neither one of these teams will forget. And I mean, I'm just happy it was such a close game. 2A versus 6A matchup. You don't get to see that a lot. And again, I think Pine, this might be one of those games you get back and you go, I know we lost to 2A Sewickley, but how talented they are. There's no reason we can't beat a lot of these 6A teams. And I think first-year head coach, Coach McNeese, is going to learn a lot from this game as well, and this team's going to be way better in the second half of the year.
Kastner, last-ditch effort. And right there, Adami Kimba puts the exclamation point at the end of this ball game, a final 59-53. Sewickley Academy escapes out of this one and stays perfect on the season, stretches the winning streak to now 7-0.
What a game by Sewickley Academy. There was times where you're thinking an upset alert, but again, they learned so much from last year. These guys are learning every single game. A lot of people think they can go undefeated through the whole entire 2A bracket and conference play, but why not challenge yourself with a 6A opponent? They passed all the tests again tonight here, Jack.
Pine-Richland led by as many as 4, but ultimately could not get the job done and fall 59-53. Sewickley Academy now 7-0 overall. Pine-Richland 2-5 on the young season. Once again, thanks so much for joining us for Game 3 of 4 for the Pittsburgh Holiday Hoops Classic. For our whole crew for Game 3, Director Nate Fennell, our producer Jake Mislipchick, our AP Madison Benedict, our replay expert Matt Stanziola, and our engineer Gino Bonity. For Damon McDermott, I'm Jack Ridenauer, signing off, never saying goodbye, just a see you later. Happy holidays from right here and only on Sportsnet Pittsburgh.